Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I'm here to help you learn how to do the editing of the church website. This is St. Paul's Church, and it is a Weebly platform. Weebly is the original company, and then it was purchased by Square. So it is proprietarily under Square. And when the new edits of the website happen, it will be probably entirely called Square. So I'm going to show you something that might be obsolete, but at least for the first year or so, 2025, it should be relevant to you. So without further ado, let me open up the start. You will receive the, shucks, why is this getting harder instead of easier? I am sharing screens with you. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the wrong screen. We're going to go over here. Now you can see it. Okay, so this is the login page. So after you've put in the password and all that good stuff, you will land on this page. This page has a number of features that you might find useful over time. There's an analytics component. You can see where my little cursor is going up and down here. Most of these things are designed for a sales page, and since this isn't one, it's not all that relevant. However, you can look those over and see if any of them are pertinent for you. Where we're going to go is in this upper right button that says Edit Page. Once we click on that, we're going to be on the editable platform of our website. Now, every week you're going to want to go in here and make some adjustments. You can change lots of things about this page, and I'm going to show you some fundamentals for that. On the landing page, you'll see that we have a sort of what would you say? Purpose statement might be one. This is our goal: grow in faith, gain friendships. You belong at St. Paul's. That certainly can change anytime, but that's what it is now. You'll see that what we're doing down below is letting people who come on the website immediately give them the information about worship or any other events. So every week you're going to go in and you're going to change this. Date and any information that might be helpful to the people who are coming to worship. You also want to change out the live stream link because that will change every time a new video is created. And then there's the order of worship, which will link to the order of worship on this page. The order of worship is another thing that you'll be changing. You'll want to change the date. If you have an image, you'll want to put it up there. And then over here, you see that we've copied and pasted the service leaflet for Sunday. So that I'm basically giving an overview of the layout of the website right now. So let's go back to homepage. Just conceptually understanding that the live stream link will pop you out to YouTube where the church service will be shown live. Once that link is no longer in use, you'll be putting in a new one for the next service. And then you have the order of worship, which naturally, when you click on it, takes you to an internal link for the order of service on worship. So let's just look at the other features of the website. You can go to pages up here on the top browser bar and click that as well. And then you see the layout of the website here. Now, all of those pages aren't visible to a visitor at our website. You could decide, say, you go to High, which is a drop down on our homepage, and you can decide that that is not necessary for this season, and you can go to hide it. You can click hide in navigation, and it will not destroy this page, but it will make it invisible to a visitor on our website. So you can do that with any of the pages that you see. So let's go to About. All these drop downs give you links that tell somebody more about the church. Generally, they don't need to be updated, but it would be nice to do new photos. It's been a while. We're already in 2025. 25, so I should go in here and update some photos. So let's do that. Let's just put in 2024 at St. Paul's. We're going to add some pictures. So in order to do that, we're going to click on this slideshow. And double clicking it will let you add photos. So we're going to add some photos. I'm just going to go to the graphics folder, which contains a lot of photographs of the church. And we're just going to select some pictures that we find. So anything that looks like a picture that is some of these he might already be in. Let's see if we've got any recent ones. We've got Church in Winter. We've got okay. Well, you get the idea. So we're gonna just select a couple more and put them up on the website. Okay. So we're gonna click open and those are gonna get uploaded and placed on our page. Then when all of them have arrived, you hit save and you're done. So you can do slideshows. If you wanted to create a slideshow, you would go to build and then you would click slideshow, drag it over and you could make another one. Let's do that. Okay, we're going to do another slideshow. This will be 2025. So far. And we're going to drag over a slideshow. Now, I think, since this one was a thumbnail on the right, maybe we'll select thumbnails on the bottom just for a little variety and click continue. Now we're going to upload more pictures from our computer. So we're going to go to Christmas because Christmas just happened and we're going to call that 2025 because why not? It's close enough to our season that we're in. So we're going to add some pictures. Boom, boom. Put a few in of Christmas Day. And we're going to open that. Okay. So now you got the idea. We're going to add these pictures. They're going to just be there. If you wanted to add little labels, diagrams, or make them a link so people could learn more about what Advent was like, there's plenty that you could do, plenty of options. We're going to just leave this alone, except that we have to edit this one. So let's click it. And let's see, edit. I might have come to the end of my capacities on this. Let's see, do I turn it? Okay, what we're going to do for save your time, we're just going to not use that one. Okay, next we are going to go. So you've got the picture thing. We're going to go back to pages. We're going to look at other options. We're in about visitors. This page might be one that you'll see like you need to take me out of there. I don't belong in this picture anymore. But other things like that, you'll want to switch up as you have time. Easy peasy. If you want to replace a picture, you can click on it. You can add an image because this is the gallery. So you could add an image or you can just remove different pictures and that will be sufficient too. So it's up to you how you want to work it. All right, that one uploaded. We're going to remove this one, delete, and let that one pop up. Okay. All right, so you get the idea. Now, if you want to at any point, if you're worried that what you've done hasn't been saved, you can hit publish, or you can wait until you're completely done working on the website and then do it. It's your option. Sometimes it can be frustrating because you'll close the tab accidentally and then lose everything that you did. So I would encourage you to definitely publish periodically, just so you've got it. When you hit publish, it's going to tell you that you've done it. You can share any changes on Facebook, especially if it's a blog, but we don't do that. Okay, So you get the idea that every one of these pages has different drop downs. You'll see that grow and grow are here and that worship and worship are here. That's because some people don't think that if you click worship, it's a live link. And so they, especially on a phone, I guess, it's a little confusing. So we've put both pages exactly the same as a drop down. But now that I've modified one, I have to modify the other. So right now we're on worship. If you look at worship here, you'll see that it is exactly the same. But if I change one, I have to change the other. So there's two ways to do this. You can just change them both. If you've got a link, say for the worship thing, then you just change it in both places, or you can change it in one place and then duplicate the page. Let's pretend we're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to make a replica of this worship page. You go to pages, you scroll down to pages, excuse me, to worship. Okay, so you see now we're on this worship page and we want to duplicate it. So we go to copy. We make a copy of it. That copy is not visible at it right below. It is down at the bottom of the list of pages. So you have to grab it and carry it up to the worship tab. Once you get there, you'll place it under the other, and then you'll delete that one. It will ask you if you want to delete it. You say yes, and now you have two identical worships that have been changed. Okay, we're working our way through these different main tabs that lead to further information below. So we're going to wrap up now because I bet you're feeling like you're drinking from a water hose, but a couple more things that you might want to know about the overall general use of the website. For one, the places that you're going to spend the most time on are the home page, where you're going to change up the worship services, the worship page, where you are going to be putting in the links to the previous service and the live stream, and possibly changing any language up here. And also on the worship link, the order of service. So this one, you're going to be provided with the order of worship. You're going to cut and paste it here and change the date. Now, in addition to that, the other page where you're going to want to regularly attend to is the event page. You'll notice that the event page is also a double drop down. It's got events up here and down here. And you'll see here that we're already well into January and this has not been modified. So that could happen to you. You might forget to go look at it and you might be a bit behind. I encourage you to do this about once a week, once every 2 weeks to modify this. But anyhow, to get rid of stuff that's already happened, you just select the box, the text box, and you omit it. If you want to just keep January as a full month and people can scroll down to the date that is still relevant, you can do that. Or you can remove the things that have already happened. I'm just going to leave it. I also want to let you know that a lot of these things can be repetitious. So it could be that when you're ready to do March, that you can just go and copy it in. I've put a few things in March already that I know are going to happen because of the liturgical season that it is. But you might want to cut in the first and third meals and put those in. So in order to do that, it's a simple, copy it, block it, copy it. Let's see here. I usually just do Control C because that's what I usually do. And then I select my text location, drop down, and I think Control C will do it. Control V. Yeah, so it's the same shortcuts that you can use in a word processing. Control V, Control C. So anyway, that's another page that you will want to maintain regularly. There's another video about how to do the blog, and there's another video about specifically how to import the videos for the live stream and the previous Sunday. So look for those. When somebody comes and tells you that you need to change something on the website, for instance, we're currently working on getting the donate page changed from one vendor to another. Currently, this donate page is linked to a vendor called Vanco. And when you click this button, it takes you to that landing page of that company. However, we're on the move to a different company. And when it's time, you will just see that the new page is right here. So you'll just go to this one that we're on, you'll delete it, you'll go back, and you'll grab this one, modify it to just say donate, and make it your landing tab. Pledge for 2024 or 2025, you'll want to check that link and make sure it's the same as well. I'm not sure. I'll check that. But I'll probably be making you a duplicate. Okay. Right now, that isn't even an active link, so you don't have to worry about this page. Okay, so summary. Homepage is when you're going to go and change up stuff in preparation for the coming Sunday's worship. Worship link is where you're going to want to make two of the exact same link, and they will both show the previous Sunday's worship and the coming Sunday's link to worship. And again, you'll see that on a different Zoom tutorial. You'll also want to change the order of service, which is done by clicking here or going over to the tabs. If you're in Pages, you can also scroll up and down and find this link. Finally, you'll want to look at events. You'll want to duplicate events if you've changed it, and then you will want to have these be up to date, probably bi-weekly. Every other week, you'll want to change up and make sure the event pages are accurate. And that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope that that was helpful. It's a lot of stuff to learn and do, and I'm grateful for your willingness to do it. The goal of the website is really to be a welcoming location for people who are thinking about coming to our church. So you want the language to be warm, welcoming, and not a lot of language, just strong messaging, few words. Thanks very much for watching. God bless you.